Hi and welcome. As many of you will already know, Affinity, a pro-creative tool, is free for education. Affinity was acquired by Canva back in 2024 and has been rising in popularity alongside its hardcore following ever since. But something momentous happened in this space on October 29, 2025, and it has had an immediate and powerful impact. I've created this short video to let you know as educators, firstly, what happened and how it is set to change the educational, creative and digital landscape. If we haven't met before, I'm Hannah Matthews, Canopy's Head of Digital Creativity. And before joining Canopy, I spent 20 years in the classroom teaching digital creative subjects, from film to photography to media to digital art. And I know firsthand how important it is to get the digital tools right for our students, the right tools to let them focus on pushing their creativity and developing vocational skills, whilst also helping us manage department budgets and find the time to update our own digital skills. So what happened on October 29th to cause a genuine and unprecedented market shake-up? Firstly, Affinity took its 3 pro tools previously available in 3 separate downloadable apps and converged them into one. Prior to the drop, we had Designer, a vector tool used for illustration, logos, and infographics. Photo, a pixel tool used for photo manipulation and edits and digital painting. And Publisher, a layout design tool utilized for bringing together assets into professional posters, booklets, and magazines. What we now have is the Affinity app with one unified file type, .af, which allows users to stay within a single design and jump between tools whenever they need to. This means the whole flow of a multi-asset project, for example, a magazine featuring both vector and pixel elements, can be created in one place without the hassle of exporting between separate tools. The Vector, Pixel, and Layout Studios sit clearly across the top toolbar and can be fully personalized to suit how you work. This shift has been highly and widely recognized as a real breakthrough in designer workflow, making it far easier for creatives to collaborate and keep everything moving smoothly within one consistent file. So in terms of your students' use, they get to know one app rather than 3 and can stay within a single tool while designing their creations, saving them both time and reducing the learning curve. This allows them to focus on developing their ideas, experimenting with creativity, and producing polished multi-asset projects without the frustration of switching between different programs or file types. And for those of you who have worked with the frustrations of heavy, bloated software crashing mid-demo around a busy classroom, I have some further good news about the all-in-one app. Affinity is lightweight compared to Adobe CC apps, making it easier to deploy on machines with limited storage. A lower footprint will also keep your IT support teams happy, resulting in lower storage maintenance, faster backups, and fewer issues on older or less powerful devices. Leading us neatly onto the next key announcement made on October 29th. Affinity is now free for all. You may or may not have known that Affinity was already free for K-12 education alongside the full Canva platform, meaning no device-based licensing, complete freedom for students to access the full Affinity or Canva package on their own devices at home, and the opportunity for every student, regardless of their school budget, to use a high-performance professional creative tool. So why does this new release matter for us as educators? From speaking with creative arts teachers and digital leads around the UK during the Canva Learning Labs, I heard time and time again the same thing. Adobe is still seen as the professional tool, and therefore the one students should be learning. But since October 29th, there have been over 2 million new downloads of Affinity 3.0, and the response from professional designers and creatives on social media has been nothing short of revolutionary. The fact that more and more professional designers are starting to choose Affinity should reassure teachers that it's not a substandard alternative. It is a fully professional tool that students can confidently learn on while enjoying the freedom and flexibility of a subscription-free platform. So what's changed for those of us already fully onboarded with our free Canva education accounts? Affinity now offers a whole host of exclusive assisted AI tools, tools that would normally require a paid subscription to access in Affinity. What's important is that these features can be toggled on or off. So if you or your students prefer to work completely AI free, that choice is yours. It's also worth noting that Affinity doesn't use your files to train AI. The local work stays private. Personally, I love the idea of using Affinity's AI features in the classroom. They save time on tools that normally take ages to master, which is a real benefit when you're working within tight lesson schedules, schemes of work, or controlled assessments. In these contexts, AI can be a genuine time saver, letting students focus on creativity and experimentation rather than wrestling with the technical hurdles. Let's take a look at some of the new features now. Firstly, we have generative fill, expand, and edit. Students can change the perspective of images or designs without resizing or distorting content. Perfect for experimenting with layout and visual storytelling. Next, we have image and vector generation, a real game changer. Students can prompt Affinity to create Ultra HD images and vectors. It's an excellent starting point for learning, and they can deconstruct the vectors using the Node tool to experiment with customization and personalization. Remove backgrounds and subject selection. Normally tricky and time-consuming, this feature lets students isolate subjects or remove backgrounds with incredible accuracy, freeing time to support on creative ideas and content. Workflow assistive tools. Tools like Colorize, Depth Selection, and Super Resolution save time and maintain quality without replacing creativity. This helps students focus on the design process rather than the technical limitations. Portrait blur and portrait lighting. Students can achieve professional studio quality results regardless of the original quality of the photo, without needing the advanced skills of a professional digital artist. Full generative AI history. This tracks AI usage to support responsible AI policies and academic integrity. Teachers can review prompting skills and iterative design while students learn transparent and accountable AI workflows. Another new and highly awaited for tool to join Affinity is Image Trace. This tool lets students take raster images like PNGs and convert them into fully editable vector shapes. They can then scale, tweak, and customize their illustrations or designs without losing resolution. I can easily see this being a favorite for student designers who may not quite yet have the digital drawing skills to start from scratch. This way, they can trace and personalize existing designs to bring their ideas to life. Just be sure to guide students on referencing original designs and artists in their project logs or reflections to ensure that their work remains ethical and responsible. Last, but certainly not least, is direct export from Affinity to Canva. This feature lets teachers and students take their Affinity designs straight into Canva, unlocking all the easy-to-use interactive tools and enabling students to scale their individual work into larger, collaborative, interactive projects. As a teacher, I might export to Canva to let students give and receive peer feedback with annotations on a collaborative whiteboard. Or I might create a digital portfolio of my class's Affinity designs for a showcase or an open evening. It's kind of up to you how you might use the infinite amount of collaborative and interactive tools that are available in Canva. But it's a seamless bridge from professional grade creation in Affinity to that collaborative and easy to use environment in Canva. So if you or your students are interested in using professional creative tools to respond to vocational, artistic, or personal briefs, whether that's vector, pixel, or layout, please get in touch with us at Canopy. We'd love to help you explore what's possible with Affinity and Canva in an educational context. If your school or trust hasn't yet accessed free Canva education, we can guide you through that process so that you and your students can get up and running smoothly with both Canva and Affinity tools. And if you'd like to look at bespoke training on how to deploy either Affinity or Canva in your classroom or department, we can support you with that too. Our training is built around teaching creative software through the lens of a creative vocational educational brief, not just running through tools in isolation. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to helping schools set up and deliver the best possible creative digital education, empowering both teachers and students to reach their full potential. Thank you and good luck.